Video with Blatterus. Here I am with the Houston Texans playing the Oakland Raiders. I hope you enjoy.
This game is underway. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Davis coming out to lead this offense, and what a season he's enjoyed with a quarterback rating in excess of 100. First down at the 21. Miller's tackled down after a gain of 7. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards. Miller's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Lamar Miller with the carry.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. They'll go ground. He is tackled right at the 50. Here's the Texans lineup. No one seems to be scared of their passing attack as they rank near the bottom when it comes to passing yards per game. 3rd and 2. It's Miller. Gets about 9 on the play.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
The Texans snap it at the 41. Miller's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
And now here's the Raiders defense. They have not stopped the run all season long. When you can't stop the run, you can't win. 3rd down at 2. To the ground. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
Halfway through this first quarter now. Games 16. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Miller's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down and 10. Gets it again. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Miller's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Marching down the field and taking their time. Second and 8. Back to the ground. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stopped him for a short gain.
Davis got it in the gun. Locked in on the football. A first drive. And a first touchdown. They take the lead here late in the first quarter with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing like it. Before that first quarter was up, they found a way to get into the end zone and get that score to take the lead. And, hey, that's a good feeling.
The Texans did a great job on the ground on that last drive, putting up over 60 rushing yards. Cooper's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. quarterback. The young man, there's been a lot of buzz around him at 6'3" out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
The Raiders take it from the 28.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Loss of 4 on the play. Carr standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete. Here's a look at the offense, a group that must perform at a higher rate than it did a week ago. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And that incompletion is going to bring us to a very quick 4th down. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
He'll have a chance for a return. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. And a run back of about 18.
The Texans love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Texans will take the snap from the 40. Miller's tackled down after a gain of 12.
This offense counts on this running back every single week, and he delivers. The top rusher in the NFL once again breaks tackles, makes a beautiful run, and picks up big yards.
Handoff. That's a gain of 10. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Allen's the one who brings him to the ground.
You just can't hide his talent. There's a reason why he's a top rusher in the NFL every single week. And even today, another good run, good vision, and also a lot of talent to pick up those big yards.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Gains 11.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Miller's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. And a gain of 4.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
Feeds him again. Power surge. Touchdown. Just underway here in the second, and it looks like they're going to stay aggressive in this quarter if that touchdown is any indication.
Hard to believe it. Here we are early in the second, and we already got a lead. It just got increased. I give the offense credit, but somewhere along the line, the defense of the opponents has to step up and just be tougher.
Cooper's not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. Here comes J.J. Watt, ready to spearhead the D right now. He's been the leader for them in what's been a terrific defensive effort up to this point, partner.
And you know what he does? He brings energy to the defense. There's no question about that, and I love the way he plays. It just rubs off on all of his teammates.
Latavius Murray makes the catch.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Second down and 10. Murray's going to take it on the counter. He's tackled right at the 24.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Carr's alone in the backfield. The Raiders have it at the 24. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
We'll see what he can do here. Picks up 8 here. The Texans have dominated on the ground today. Miller's been hurting this defense with some huge runs.
Yeah, the offensive line, what a job they're doing. Good blocking up front, and he is making the right read every time, going exactly where the running back should go.
The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. The Texans take it from the 43. Miller's met after a gain of 8. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities. The Texans offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play. But what happens, the run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Loss of a couple that time. Texans in for the score. Miller's second touchdown of the game. They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
Sanders is going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. The Raiders weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, that's a bad business to be in. I know I get in a lot of bad businesses.
Encroachment defense. Still second down.
2 tight ends on the field here. The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. And this is dropped. This is third down. The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. The Raiders are set to punt. We'll see what he can do here. Brought down at the 38. That return's good for about 9. The Texans offense was pretty anemic in the early stages, but suddenly explosive here in quarter number 2.
Wow, have they been ever. Just turned everything around. It's just good play, good hustle, and execution by everybody on the offensive side.
He's now pushed past 120 yards rushing today. The Texans will take the snap from the 45. Miller's marked down at the 47. The Texans want to count on the running game and have done so to this point. Miller's been a huge part of it here in the first half, Phil, the way he's been running the football.
Give the coaches a lot of credit right here. They're being very patient, staying with the running game, and the running back, boy, is he taking advantage of every opportunity.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. Khalil Mack takes down the quarterback.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Third down now. Davis is back in shotgun formation. Takes off with it. Heaving it down the field. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
When you're in a situation like this, it's third long. What do you think the defense is going to guard against? Long pass down the field. That's right. So it's very obvious. And that time, nobody's open down the field, so the pass goes incomplete.
And this will end up in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Carr's going to take it from the gun. They're going to get him here for a sack. The Texans signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. In a dangerous spot here. Backs to the end zone. Stepping up to the line at the 6. The Raiders get set at the line. Needing to get to the 30 for a first. A tackle is made, and that's a 3 and out series for the offense. The Raiders are going to have to punt. He's going to challenge the punt coverage. Tackled right around midfield. That return's good for about 13. The Texans offense enjoying an outstanding first half here, partner, and they're sitting on a pretty comfortable lead as we draw near the break.
Yeah, their offense is playing well. Now, on the defensive side, what you have to do, you're getting beat up a little bit, so go in there at halftime, make some changes, call some different defensive formations to give your players a much better chance of success.
Gains 20.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
From the shotgun. Launches it down the field. And they score again here to pad the lead. My goodness, Phil. Halftime can't get here soon enough as it's blowout city.
It is. I know you can't wait for halftime because you scarf down food at halftime like you haven't eaten in a week. So we don't want to keep you from that. But this game, oh my gosh, it's been lopsided, hasn't it? And you're right, the team that's losing, they can't wait to get to the locker room.
Sanders is running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. Moore's taking the field again, along with the rest of the defense in what has been so far a dominant performance for them on that side of the ball.
Yeah, but you have a star defender who just kind of leads the football team. It is true. Defense is a team game, and everybody is doing their part, and man, are they flying to the football.
Second down here after that run play. The first half comes to an end, and this one seems to be already decided. We're watching complete domination play out. Larry is coming up next with the highlights. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. The Raiders talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays,
And he's forced to the ground.
well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times when he's under center and when he drops back. He takes his eyes off of him, and what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
Charles on the receiving end.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
3rd down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. He has the grab. Moore's in on the tackle.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
1st and 10. Murray's going to secure the handoff. Taking off. Murray's tackled down at the 15.
Murray's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
1st down at the 15. Delayed handoff. Gains about 3.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Texans lined up in the nickel. 2nd down and 7. Richardson's delayed start now taken off on the draw play. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Third and 8. And they're all over him for the sack.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
The kick is good.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense, good job by the kicker.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Texans come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
2nd and 4 following the run. Snap it out of the gun. Lamar Miller has the catch. Miller's marked down at the 34.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
The Texans have clearly enjoyed being able to take the air out of the football when needed today. Miller's dominated on the ground.
There is nothing like dominating a football game physically. They have overwhelmed the defense, and a good job by the offensive coordinator managing this game today. All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. 2nd down following the run. They call his name again. to the line at the 27. The Texans come to the line with a bunch set. 3rd down and 1. Miller with the reception. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the 1st down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down. Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Sanders is going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Raiders bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there. That always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive. That's 2nd down coming up.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
And the flag is down.
Holding. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. After the penalty, it's 2nd down and 12. And now here's the handoff. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 2.
3rd long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on 3rd long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a 1st down, man, that's just great.
Gains 17. The 4th quarter about to get underway, and there's not much left to do in this one other than to run out the clock.
Yeah, that's what you hope to do on the side. When you're winning a game like this, you want to run the clock out. And you know what, Jim? On the other side, they want that clock to run too, because they're just trying to find a way to get out of this game.
That's his 1st reception today.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You kind of mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
Carr's now completed 4 in a row. 2nd down and 5. Murray's taking it on the screen. Watt's able to read that play and make the hit.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. 3rd and 7. And they depth the quarterback. We're into the 4th quarter, and this game has been well out of hand for quite a while now, as this offense has struggled mightily.
Well, they have. And look, the coach of this team has struggled also today. So, Coach, if your feelings are hurt, get over it. You got to keep working on your game. You got to keep practicing, and you try to get better and just do better the next time out.
And a run back of about 13. The Texans will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. It keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
The Texans are up right now, and a big reason why is the offense is coming through. On the season, you see the numbers, and they're not great, but today they certainly have been in the groove.
Jim, I'll just say this. Finally, all the hard work is paying off. It's starting to show on the field. Boy, but it has been one frustrating year for this offense.
Holding. Offense.
The defense will take the penalty. After the penalty, it's 2nd down and 12. Gets the handle here. Miles in on the tackle. Now looking at third down. Here's the handoff. Moore's there to make the stop.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. The Texans have gone by their usual game plan today. That's running the football. Miller's again gotten the majority of the carries in a game where he's been a dominant running back.
Oh, I just love the mentality of this football team on the offensive side. They go in saying we are going to run it, and the offensive line so physical. Once again, they're getting it done. The Raiders defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of 2 on that play. It'll be third down. The Texans will line up. First down markers right at the 47-yard line. Lamar Miller has the catch.
Good job by the defense. Staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle. And now we have fourth down coming up.
Hecker is back now. He'll be punting. And he steps out of the field of play. The Raiders didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but, man, that was pretty easy.
Second and 10. And that pass is just thrown away. Third down on the way. The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. Carr's got it in the gun. Going for the deep ball. This drive pretty symptomatic of the way things have gone all day long, Phil. Another failed third down conversion and another sequence that ends with the offense trudging up the field.
No answers on the offensive side here today. And, yeah, I'm going to give the defense a lot of credit. They've been outstanding, but the offense just hasn't tested them enough with different plays to make them think on the defensive side.
He's going to be tackled right around the 49 and a run back of about 9. Moore's making his way onto the field again, and it's been a long day for him as this defense didn't put up anywhere near the kind of fight we were expecting from them today, Phil.
Hey, look, he had a bad day. When your star has a bad day, it's hard for all the other players to pick it up and overcome that. He didn't play well, but look, we know he'll shake it off and be better next week.
Davis on the move. Running room. And Davis is going to give himself up here and slide the play to an end.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
From the gun. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the fourth. The Texans had a tight victory a week ago, and they seem to be thinking now, why keep it close in this one? They've been in control from the start of this one, Phil.
That tight victory last week, Jimmy just gave them confidence, and they have come out today, and right from the very start, they have been hot, and they have been smoking. What a job by them.
Miller's met after a gain of 3.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Double tight end formation. 2nd and 6. Now makes the move to the right. And Joseph in on the tackle.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Picks up about 5.
Jim, no surprise there. You got the lead. It's late in the game. You run the football, make that clock keep ticking. And you go over these situations so many times in practice. You got to manage the clock, know how much time you got left. They've done that well, and just keep running it.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Second down and a long way to go. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. And that's a gain of 10.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with.
Johnson's going to take the handoff now. Well, I'll tell you, it's getting ugly out here. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
Cooper's going to test the coverage this time. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
Well, pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I
Hope
say
y'all
this on
enjoyed the
offensive
video.
side.
I'll see y'all next one.
Just get this
Later.
game over with.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4.
We ready? Red 18.
Carr standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Sanders has got it on a pass, had some heat on it. No one's going to get him now. The 10 and in for the touchdown.
Well, usually I'd say this last play of the game, even though it results in a touchdown,
Dang it. Well, apparently I was ready for the game to be over just a tad too early.
Such a big deal. Somebody out there is jumping up and
But I don't know if y'all noticed, Chris Johnson really wanted to make sure he got his credit for that one carry. He took it to the house for 11 yards.
Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. And the tackle's made.
Oh, the game's still not over?
The 26-yard line.
Oh, you know what? Then I'll just go ahead and try one long bomb. Recent
Moore's had a
plays.
really tough go of it today, but I suppose you can say that same thing about all his teammates out there with him on that defense.
Yeah, what you got to do in a game like this, Jim, sometimes you just have a game like this. You got to shake it off, start over next week, try to get better, and win next week's game.
I can do the long bomb too, guys.
Nobody was going to catch
Hope
him
you
there.
viewers enjoyed that.
Touchdown.
Alright, well y'all take care. I'll see you next video, because the game is officially over.
It's the PAT.
One
Nothing
play,
like being a little
74
greedy
yards.
in this league as the win streak adds another
See y'all next
victory to the
video.
column.
Oh, you're right there.
Laters.
When you're talking about winning, everybody wants to be greedy, and there's a reason why they're winning. They're hitting more than the other team. They're hitting harder. They